Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Mark Robertson, back in today. And really quickly, I just wanted to talk about something really quick. This is kind of an off video, but the news came out so quickly that I just wanted to get it up really quickly for you guys. So this is pertaining to the incident that happened last night with Zach Randolph. I was surprised to wake up to this. The report reads that he was at a party, at a neighborhood party, and was arrested for having possession of marijuana and the intent to sell. Which is very interesting to hear, just because you can have possession, but I know that the possession is kind of supposed to be a smaller amount, so I wonder if he had more of an amount on him, but I have no clue how much the amount was. But something else that later on I read, and he did get released early this morning on a $20,000 bail, and he paid it, and there's a picture of him being released and with his thumbs up, so hopefully everything gets smoothed out with him. I hope that this doesn't really hurt the situation. There's a few things I want to talk about really quickly. First, I found on an article that, in quote, it says, Zach Randolph's agent and lawyer, Raymond Brothers, told ESPN that the charges are false and misleading. So it's interesting if this situation really didn't happen the way that it's been reported. It's going to be interesting to hear the final verdict for this case. It kind of sucks, though, that it's going to take place with a fresh new Kings veteran. I was so excited to just start the season off without having any issues, but hopefully this isn't the biggest issue. One thing I want to go over, though, is the fact that on Twitter, I've been seeing a lot of hate for him, a lot of hate with the fact that we were trying to change the community. Well, you know what? Sometimes people get mixed up. You guys remember when DeMarcus Cousins got mixed up with Matt Barnes in a club fight in New York? Does anybody remember that? Does anybody remember him getting in trouble? Because on Twitter, all I see is, oh, I'd rather have you guys wanted to change the culture, yet you guys traded DeMarcus Cousins to get Zach Randolph. You know, Zach Randolph is much better of a cultural player than DeMarcus Cousins will ever be. DeMarcus Cousins is a better player talent-wise. Zach Randolph is a better leader on the court. I need people to understand that. This is not... If it's too much that he had possession with him, yes, it's a bad thing that he had possession with him. Because I know the law states that it is legal to have possession and to use at least 1 ounce of marijuana. I know that that's legal. I read that up. As soon as I saw this, I know that that's legal. But I'm guessing the only reason why he actually got arrested was because of having too much on him, which obviously that's a big mistake on his part to have way too much on him. I just don't understand why people are taking such hate to him. As soon as I look on Twitter, all I see is, oh, Vladdy wanted to change the community, so he went out and got Zach Randolph instead of DeMarcus Cousins. No, guys. He did change the community. Zach Randolph is much better as a mentor. That's what he did for Memphis for his 8 years. He was in Memphis for 8 years, you guys. They wouldn't have kept him for 8 years if this was the biggest problem. He's been in the league for 16 seasons. 16 seasons. If this is the biggest thing that happens to him, I'm okay with that. I don't approve of that, having too much on you. Obviously, I can't do anything because it's the state of California, and the state of California legalizes marijuana. I get that. But this situation is way out of proportion. I feel like it'll be okay. It'll be the same situation that happened with Darren Collison. Zach Randolph will probably have 4 to 6 games suspension to start the season, which honestly is okay. You saw what we did without Collison. We were better without Collison for those first 8 games. Ty Lawson led us well. It'll be fine if we only have Hill and Carter to start the season off. That's still 2 good, very good veterans. We still have Kufis. Even though Kufis isn't the best veteran, we still have Kufis to play as a big man if we need him to, or when we need him to. We still have Temple to play as a mentor when we need him. We're fine, you guys. It doesn't matter what the punishment is for him. It doesn't matter if he's going to get one or not. I don't believe he will. We should not be taking this out of proportion. Yes, it affects the Kings because the Kings' name is on this front page. Yes, that's fine. I get that. It's going to happen. It's happened before. It happened when Matt Barnes was arrested for that fight. That happened. He was on the front page and it said Kings. What happened? He finished his dues and got on with it. What happened with Ty Lawson for his DUI? He finished his dues and walked on with it. He played the rest of the season. There isn't I feel like at any opportunity the league or ESPN tries to jump on the Kings for anything we do wrong. The Kings didn't do anything wrong. Zach Randolph made one small mistake. It happens. He's a 16-time veteran, or 16-time, two-time NBA All-Star who does things wrong sometimes. I'm not mad at the fact that he messed up. I'm mad at the fact of how this is taken out of proportion. Yes, he's in the wrong. I'm not condoning him being in the wrong. I'm a little bit upset that that ever happened. It's nice if we just don't have anything like that before the season starts, but you can't do much about it. You really can't. It happened with Carlson last season. So we got to just handle it, go with the flow, just relax. Everything will get finished. Hopefully this thing with his lawyer saying that the charges are false and misleading is a little bit more, it helps out a little bit. If it doesn't, that's fine. He'll be fine. There'll be nothing wrong with this situation. We just need to relax. This offseason did change our culture for the better. We have 9 young players. We have 5 veterans, and we have a few extras. That is a good situation for us. I'm excited for the season to start. I don't care about any stupid news that comes up. I want to know what you guys think. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to just comment down below what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys later, Hoop fans.